Good day and welcome to Conversations with EMU. I am Chantal Jones and today we are speaking with Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Lisa Pistana. Welcome, Mrs. Pistana.
Thank you so much,
You're
Ms.
welcome.
Jones. It's a pleasure to be here with you on Conversations with EMU.
Thank you. Today we are talking about the merger between the Estridge Primary School and the Edgar Timoris Primary School. Mrs. Pistana, can you please shed some light on the merger and why it is being done?
Okay, so it's no secret we are merging both schools, the Estridge Primary and the Edgar T. Morris Primary School. Both schools, the population is extremely small. So we have been watching these schools over a period of years and we realize that their population size has not increased. For example, the Estridge Primary School has a total population of 26 students. Now that is a class in other schools. So we felt that it is in the best interest for the students of both schools, whether academically or socially in terms of their development, to become one school. Now, the Estridge Primary School students will be moving to the Edgar T. Morris Primary School as of September. And it will be one school. The name will remain the same, the Edgar T. Morris Primary School, but a few changes are going to be made. As we said, it's a merger, and therefore there are certain aspects of it that will be different.
Okay, in terms of the aspects, what specific aspects will be changed?
Well, for one, we're looking at changing the uniform. So we have had a uniform competition so that persons within our community can put in their ideas for what the new uniform will look like. It's a new boys uniform, a new girls uniform, and also the new physical education uniform. We also need to change the motto and the crest. So the students of both schools have been the ones who have been encouraged to actually participate in that competition. So it's only for the students, right? And then the school song, which is opened up to the general public. So those are the three areas in particular that we've had competitions out there for. The competitions ended at the end of March 31st. And now we're at a point where we're going to sit down. The committee for that particular aspect of the merger will sit down, look at the submissions, and then we will take it to the parents so they can see it and we can make a decision together.
So I'm guessing soon we'll have some information about the school's motto and song and uniform.
That's my hope as well. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I like the fact that the ministry has involved the children, at least they can see their work, in the school's demographics. That's really good. What about the educational outcomes? Do you think that the merger will be beneficial for the educational outcomes?
Extremely. When we think about our students and their academic and social development, they need people. So if you're in a class with only, let's say, two other persons, then your ability to gauge how well you do is limited by that narrow scope. And therefore, when we put them into a setting that might have about 15 of them, they have individuals who can assist them. One, if, I might be falling a little bit behind, and there's a lot more competition, and competition isn't always bad.
No.
It's a way of you gauging what it is you're able to do, your ability. Also, when you think about the social interaction, how do you learn to present yourself within society if you don't get to practice? And school is about practicing.
Yes.
That's a part of it. So you get to engage with other students, you get to, work as a team, you get to resolve issues, you get to work on projects together, you're able to bounce ideas off of each other. And that is the kind of culture and community that we want our students to have access to. With very, very small class sizes, you don't get a true picture of what it's like to be in school and to have that level of camaraderie, one, and that sort of social relationship with others. So we want to be able to foster that, and we want our students to be exposed to it. So hence, that's one of the other reasons why we have, pushed for merger.
Okay, that sounds really good, and I'm certain that the children will really, really benefit from this merger. We talk about the uniform and the educational outcomes. What about the physical plant of the school? Is it prepared and ready to receive the students in September?
Well, the great thing about it is that both schools, their physical plans are pretty much intact. You know, they're well maintained. We did some work on the Edgar T. Morris Primary School on their eaves of their building. And, you know, huge thanks to the contractor who worked assiduously on that. We have one or two more things to do, but those aren't deal breakers. So they will further enhance the school plan, but it won't limit the students from attending school in September. But yes, we're definitely working on doing the one or two projects so as to, you know, better enhance the environment. I know we spoke earlier about the students themselves and them being integrated. We actually had a period of time where the Estridge Primary School students went to Edgar T. Morris Primary School and they spent the week there and they loved it. And so in the upcoming term, we're going to be doing some more of that. So when we open up in September as one school, the students have knowledge of each other. They already would have built a relationship, and so they feel a lot more comfortable being a part of this newness.
So are we saying that they will be socially ready because of the week that they had with the students at the Edgar T. Morris Primary School?
Well, the week was just a week, but we are planning to do more of that, so to ensure that they are. And not only on the social aspect, but we have been aligning in terms of the academics. So the teachers have been working together to make sure they're at the same points within the curriculum so that no child is disenfranchised.
Nice. What measures are put in place for the students as they adjust in the new environment?
Well, one of the things that, you know, we have been working with in terms of getting parents prepared mentally and helping their children also to be prepared. Children adjust very easily. That's the great thing.
Yes.
You see them together and you think they were long lost friends. You know, that they've always known each other. And so we believe that the school system itself is set up. They have a guidance counselor, you know, they have all of the necessary extracurricular activities that they're accustomed to from their own school. The classroom setting is very similar. So as it stands, they're going into a very similar environment, right? Whatever training that needs to happen will happen. And so the staff, as it stands, they, you know, perform professional development, continuous professional development. So I do believe that the staff is ready. I do believe that the environment is ready. And we, based on the things that we've been working on over the course of this academic year, we've been making sure that the children will be ready.
That's really good. So Estridge is going to Edgar T. Morris Primary School. What happens to the building now?
Yeah. And so the Estridge building is going to be utilized by Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School. Currently, Cotton Thomas Comprehensive is on a shift system still.
Wow.
So some students go to school in the morning and some go in the afternoon. And that is just extremely challenging for our parents and for our students. If we believe that we want all of our students to have equal opportunity to education, then it means we have to provide for just that. And so we want to make sure that the students at Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School are not disenfranchised. So the school itself was built to house about 50 students. We currently have 120 students in space, which means that it is overpopulated, hence why the decision was made to put them on a shift. With half of them going to Estridge using that school plan and the other half remaining where they are, right next to Dr. William Connor Primary School, it provides and meets, you know, the needs of all of those students, yes. We are still in talks with the administration and teachers for the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School. They have been charged with the responsibility of working out the logistics. Who will go to which campus? Again, they know their students best, they know their needs best, and so they have been working in tandem with us to make sure that we make the best decisions possible.
Okay, great. So the teachers work out who goes where, basically, and not a zonal thing.
No, because for the students at Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School, they come from all around the island. So unlike other institutions where we have multiple primary schools, there's almost one in the different communities. So it's not the same for them. They are bused to school, except for those who live within the Bastia region. The other students are bused to school. So they have to think about, one, maybe where they're located, two, what some of their needs are, and then as they look at those parameters, then they'll make a decision as to who will go to the Estridge campus.
And they start in September as well.
Of course, yes.
That's a really good idea. I'm happy that the Con Thomas Comprehensive School is getting an extension so that, you know, the students are better cared for, their needs are met, and it's not a tight space per se for the amount of children that go there. This has been Conversations with EMU. We would like to thank Mrs. Piston and Mrs. Lisa Piston and the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education for coming and having this conversation with us.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you.